Time for a garden update. I think it's the 14th of January, and yeah, I could be wrong on the date, I'll double check that. And just to show you how, yeah, that's quite thick I think, but it's really cold. The odd thing still got left in the greenhouse, it's being used as a wood store at the minute. Still doing okay, surviving, hasn't frozen to death. My little fuchsia cuttings, my pineapple, still surviving. My goldenberry is still producing. I thought it was finished, but there's new ones on there. If you haven't got one of these, you really should. And look, it's ridiculous. So, but the sun's come out after a horrible day yesterday. And there isn't much to show you in the garden, but I'm trying not to fall on my backside. The chives are coming back through. It was really mild in December, and now January's come and it's all gone to hell. The blueberry, you can see where it's going to shoot from now. Strawberries, they survived the snow. The grapes coming out as soon as the snow goes. It's going to a new home, which should hopefully mean that this does a bit better, the red currant. See, I've got bulbs coming up in there. Slippy. The leeks got a right old battering between the snow, the wind and the excessive amount of rain we've had. Can't really see under there, but that's green manure in that one, and in that one the garlic was coming up really well, and so were the onions. But apart from that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to start putting some seeds in. So we'll go inside and do that, and at the same time I'll do the Allotment Challenge Pt2, which I was very nicely nominated by Tera P. You'll find a link to his channel in the description below of this video. If you haven't checked his video out, or his channel out, sorry, already, I want you to go and do that. He's a top bloke. I don't think there's anything else out here, just a few more bulbs there. But right, let's go and plant some seeds and do the challenge. So I'm here in the utility room, and before we start sowing any seeds, I want to make me compost up. My seed compost, I always like to make my own. And I've just got some general purpose compost there, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to sieve it. Where's my sieve when I find it? And then I'm going to just add some nutrients to it to help the seedlings along. So some compost and start sieving. And I've no idea what this video is going to look like, by the way, because I've never used this camera on my phone before doing anything like this, so we shall see. But anyway, I'll get this done and we'll come back. And so I've got all my compost sieved, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a few nutrients, and you don't want too much, you don't want to make it too rich for seedlings, but I do like to add a bit. So I've got a scoop of raw organic, chuck that in. I've got some fish blood and bone, which I'm going to throw in. A couple of scoops. 1, 2. And some bone meal. While we're on the subject of compost, I want us to go and have a look at something. Donald Blakely, I'm sure you recognise that name. I started a composting group on Facebook, and it's really good. It's called Keep Calm and Make Compost. I want you to go and have a look at that. I'll put the link in the description. And I want to give a shout out, 2 scoops of that. A shout out to UK Here We Grow as well. Some fantastic information on there. So I want you to go have a look at that as well. If you're on Facebook, you can be kept busy all day. So, right, that's that one. I'm just going to give it a mix. So while I'm giving this a mix, I'll start doing these questions. So, number 1, what aspect do you like the most about the allotment? I don't think there's one particular thing I like. I like being outdoors. I like that I get fresh food. I don't like how long it takes food to get from the farm to us via supermarkets, and half it's not even grown in this country, and air miles and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I like how fresh the food is. I mean, you go pick it and you bring it home and you cook it. It's, you know exactly what's gone into it and so on. So that's probably what I like the most about an allotment. Question number 2. What would you most like to add to the allotment? And bearing in mind I'm talking about my garden here. I haven't got an allotment yet. I need some more raised beds, which we're definitely going to add soon as. I need more growing space. And we're adding another greenhouse as well, bigger one. And we're also going to add to this building here, which backs into the garden there, we're also going to add a lean-to orangery type building, which I think would be really nice. I'm intending to plant a grape, so that's the idea there. What do you dislike about the allotment? There's nothing particularly that I dislike. What I dislike is our flipping weather. It's not like I can be out there every day, which I would love, because of conditions, rain, wind, snow. But you do what you can, don't you? What's your least favourite task? There's been a lot of digging done in that garden, a huge amount, and that's probably been the worst part. But now it's done, it's done. You know, I'm a true believer in just get stuck in, get it done, and then it's done. You don't have to worry about it. But that was probably the worst thing. I don't mind weeding. We don't have a lot of weeds. We dug it over in such a way that, you know, any weeds that appear in new ones, there's no big old roots of dandelions or anything like that. So I think we did quite well there, but it was worth doing, even though it was hard work. What's your favourite task? Planting. I love planting the seeds, and when you first start seeing them come up, it's just a fantastic feeling. That's the best thing. Planting and harvesting, obviously, but the planting is loads of fun, I think. How much time do you spend on your allotment per week? God. Varies for time of year. Obviously, this time of year there's not much going on, so it basically just takes care of itself. I'll probably go out there 2 or 3 hours a week this time of year. In the summer though, I can be out there from crack of dawn till the sun goes down. It's happened before. So yeah, like I say, varies. 2 hours to 12 hours. What is your best purchase for your allotment? Wood. That's the main thing we've bought. We've never really, we didn't purchase a greenhouse, we didn't purchase a shed. We've basically built everything from scrap. The paths that are down, they're all reclaimed. We have purchased the timber to build the greenhouse, and the sheds and stuff, and the boxes, But as for like paths and stuff like that, it's all reclaimed. Even the glass that's in the greenhouse in the shed, that's out of houses, that's why it's double glazed. Keeps it nice and warm, which is good where we are. What was your best yield? Definitely the tomatoes last year. They were just unreal. I have struggled with some things. My soil is very alkaline. Plus as well, growing space is limited for what I can grow. I'm definitely going to have another go at like sprouts and that this year, even with the limited space though. But best yields has definitely been tomatoes. Carrots have been good, parsnips have been good, but best has definitely been tomatoes. What do you do when you're not gardening? Occupation. Well, I'm a housewife. I don't have an occupation. My husband runs a small business. So every now and again I'll take a phone call, but predominantly I take care of the house. So, and other than gardening, what hobbies do you have? I love fishing. What this room is, this is my fishing room. It was full of wood, but it's been moved to make way for fishing area, bait fridge and sink, and so I don't have to be cleaning fish on my new lovely hardwood worktops. Fishing, gardening. I like making things, either with board or whatever. In fact, I'll pause the video now, go and show you something. Like I say, I'm never not doing anything. I like making stuff. We make these fishing lures out of wood. My husband painted that one. It's really good. We're still learning how to use the airbrush, but another one. Really good. Off a branch that was cut off from Lat's old allotment, I made my mum a walking stick. A sycamore. Just happened to be in nice shape. So, like that. But yeah, I was busy. So, that's that for that. So let's get planting the seeds. I'll get my stuff ready and come back. Right, so the first thing I'm going to sow is some money makers. You see that? But speaking of tomatoes, I'm going to run a competition, and it'll be run on Mrs. Doyles Garden Facebook group, and it's going to be a heaviest crop competition. And very simple rules. You will need to grow the tomatoes yourself, as you do. You'll need to upload pictures, right, of your crop with the weight shown as well. You can upload as many as you want during the duration, which will be the 20th of July to the 20th of October. Cherry tomatoes and solid tomatoes will count in the same category, and beefsteak and giant will count in a different one, because obviously one giant of beefsteak tomato could win the whole thing. I'll upload an example picture to show you, but it's just for a bit of fun, really. Obviously I won't be doing the competition, but I want you all to enter, right, and go check it out. But full details will be on the group. I'll get that put up in the next couple of days, so I want you all to go over and check it out. Okie dokes. Right, there's me seed tray all filled. I don't know if you can see that, can you? All filled. I'll just start putting the seeds in before I put the camera so you can see a bit. And it's nothing too hard, I'm sure you all know how to put seeds in. But it's been a while since I've done a video, so I'm going to put 2 or 3 seeds per hole. I should never guarantee to get them all coming up. And I'm going to cut this short because my battery's just beeped, but we'll come back in a sec. Right, now we'll go, I've plugged my phone in. Right, now you don't want to over wet your plants, right? I've been watching Nora. Moist, not wet. So I've got to spray it. I'm just going to give them a little dampening. And for the Allotment Challenge Part 2, I'm going to nominate a few people. First one I'm going to nominate is our Lat, right? So Lat, if you're watching, do the video and give your brother a ring. I'll email you the questions across. I also nominate Nora from Nora and Brian's allotment. I also nominate Tera P and Chris from Allotment Journal. So I look forward to seeing your answers, guys. There we go, that's that. And then I'm just going to cover them up like so.
How did you challenge Annika?
Annika.
The video?
Yep.
Sorry.
Did you hear that? I've got to challenge Annika. Right. Just cover that up. So, and there we go. There's my first tomatoes in the 2016. How exciting! Absolutely fantastic. So I'll do a little marker for them, get them covered up, and get them tucked upstairs where it's nice and warm. Absolutely freezing in this room. It's only a single brick thick, this whole building, so I don't even bother putting the fridge on this time of year, to be quite honest. So, money maker. There we go. And I'm not going to bore you with planting the rest of the seeds, but I will show you what I'm putting in. I'm putting a cherry tomato called cerise in. Cabbage called Golden Acre Primo 2, all year round collie, and jalapeno chilies, and that's it for the minute until next month. Get a few more things planted. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time on Mrs. Doyle's garden.